Good morning, all.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, hope everyone are able to hear me. So yesterday we discussed about last week introduction, system landscape, what is a client, right? What are the different servers, right? How the data will move and what within server, client to client, who has to move, and from one server to another server, who has to move, and what we call that movement or copy, right? The TR, we will store every configuration and customization and developments will be stored in a transport request. Okay, the that will be copied to transport request, and that will be moved from one client within server, one client to another client, and same thing, one server to another server. So any questions in this particular sessions? Last two.
No, sir.
So same I can expect from others also.
Yes, sir. I don't have questions.
Thanks.
No, sir.
So today we will discuss about a bit of consultant role. Okay, what exactly consultant role? For example, first I'll define with SDLC. Any software development, okay, software, there is a proper cycle. There is one cycle. We call that as a software development life cycle. You take any project, any software, clear? So this particular process will be followed. It could be SAP, it could be Oracle, it could be JD Edwards or any other. This particular process will be adopted. So for example, I'm taking two examples here. One is SDLC cycle and other one is a consultant roles. In that I'm taking another example. So first I'll follow with this SDLC. So what do you mean by SDLC? Okay, SDLC. SDLC is nothing but software life cycle. Again, I'm reiterating, it is applicable not only for SAP, it is applicable for all the softwares. Clear? So what is the, for example, a layman, here I have taken an example called Ready Labs. Okay, here I have taken an example called Ready Labs. So for example, Ready Labs, earlier they were using, earlier they were using a software called, okay, their own application software called, for example, Tally. Next one, they are using Wings or Focus and other their own applications Okay, but here Ready Labs were not satisfied whatever reports, whatever transactions they are getting from Tally, Focus, or any other softwares and their own applications, right? They are not at all satisfied, right? They are looking for a complete end-to-end ERP which can give a complete solution, right, for their organization. So they have checked and they have done a lot of research and they decided to go with SAP software. They have decided with go with SAP software. Clear? SAP software. So earlier they were using, for example, I say that Oracle or Tally or any other software, but now they have decided SAP, they have want to go with SAP software. So to purchase the software, Ready Labs approached SAP organization, SAP company. Okay, Ready Labs approached SAP. So here SAP AG, I can say that SAP AG. So here Ready Labs wants to purchase SAP, okay, from SAP AG. So what SAP AG will give is they will provide the licenses. SAP AG will provide the license to Ready Labs and gives the raw software to Ready Labs. So, right, it will give you a raw software. So it is once Ready Labs taken these licenses and all, so Ready Labs cannot use directly the software because it's a raw software. And if they can use according to their requirement, in the sense they are not into IT, they are not into software, there is pharma company, this is a pharma company. So for that particular product they will look for any software company who can convert this raw data to their required required data. Means they want to use this, if they want to use this particular software, SAP software, according to their business requirements, then they need to approach any software companies, like for example software companies like TCS, Wipro, okay, Accenture, or etc. Majority companies are, so they are not the specialist. Ready Labs is not the specialist in using this converting this software into their requirement, right? So they need to go with software companies. So here three parties are involved. One is SAP AG, SAP AG. Next one, Ready Labs, Ready Labs. Another one is any, so I am taking TCS or Wipro. TCS. This is a, okay, I have mentioned here, same thing. See here, purchases the license. Okay, here SAP AG is considered as a software provider. This is nothing but software provider. Okay, provider. And here it is a, where we are implementing, where the SAP is implementing, which organization?
Ready Labs.
Ready Lab. So this is considered as an implementation partner. Implementation partner. Okay. And who is implementing?
TCS
Or any software company, they
company.
call it as a development partner, right? Development partner. So one is a software provider, that is SAP AG, implementation partner Ready Labs, and development partner TCS, right? So first what it will do, Ready Labs, okay, will go to approaches SAP AG, right? And they will request for license and they will purchase, and SAP AG will provide the licenses to Ready Labs, right? SAP raw data, and Ready Labs will inquire. There are any thousands of companies are there who can implement this. So lot of discussions, after lot of discussions, they have decided to go with the either TCS or Wipro or any other software company. Clear? Then the TCS, from TCS, first they have given the agreement contract to TCS. Okay. And TCS, what they will do first, they the same thing I'll explain here. So here, right? Ready Labs wants to implement SAP in their organization. Then they will buy the license from SAP AG, that is nothing but software provider. So Ready Labs will contact one of the software companies, because again, why it's software companies? Because Ready Lab can't use the raw data. SAP provides the raw software, right? So according to business requirement, if they want to use, they can't use it directly because it's a raw software, and they can't convert on their own because it's not a software company Ready Labs, it's a pharma company, right? So for that particular reason, they will approach any software company, like I have given few examples, to configure the software, right? To configure the software according to their requirement, to map the SAP to according to the business requirement. They will contact any of the, what you call, any of the software company. So for example, if they have given to Infosys or TCS, so what they will do initial levels. So for example, requirement gathering, first step, it will be their requirement gathering by a software company. What it will do, it will check, okay, TCS will take requirements. What are the requirements of Ready Labs? See, they have given a raw data, but what are the requirements? What is their business process? Okay, so complete requirements they will take. Complete requirements they will take. Okay, once the requirement gathered is finished by TCS team, Okay, then they will do configuration and customization. What do you mean by configuration and customization? So for example, 100 business processes in the 100 businesses process TCS found in Ready Labs. Okay, 100 business different like procure to pay, HR, right? OTC, different businesses processes they have found which were using in Ready Labs. Okay, so whatever business processes are there, SAP took and SAP considered that SAP standard process we can mapping. Okay, mapping. Okay, mapping SAP standard to is mapping SAP standards to okay end user. Who is the end user here? Who is the end user? Ready Labs.
Ready Labs.
Yeah. So mapping SAP standards to end user, nothing but Ready Labs requirement. Okay, is known as remember this is known as okay configuration or customization. Again and again we are going to use customization, right? Mapping SAP standards. Already SAP has provided okay all the business processes standard configuration. Okay, standard business process, best practices. So to almost all SAP has done lot of researches. Clear, lots and lot of researchers, almost all 20 years they have spent on researching, and they have done lot of they have taken best practices of industries of all different businesses, and they have developed a package. Right? So that is nothing but whatever SAP we are using it. Okay, ECC or S4 HANA, right? In that 90% cases, we can map as a consultant, we can map directly the end user requirements, right? But here there would be some only that particular, for example, Ready Labs, they have their own for example, their own controls. They have their, it is not common for company to company. Controls will not be common for company to company. For example, reporting requirement will be different. Clear? Forms will be different of Ready Labs to another end user company, right? In the same way, okay, this what you call TCS came understood that 90% are 90% configuration or mapping can done directly, will be done directly, okay. For example, out of 100 process, if I say that 90 business processes, we can map, we in the sense here consultants, we can map directly, okay, we can map directly 90 business processes, whatever requirement is there, we can, whatever SAP standard is provided, okay, we can do map directly. Mapping is nothing but configuration and customization. So how many we are not able to map with SAP standards? 10 business processes. We are not able to map. Okay, with SAP standards. With the SAP standard. Right? So which means that do we withdraw this this project?
No, sir.
Right?
Reach out.
90 or 70 or 80. Again, I'm saying everything and anything is possible in SAP. So what they will do, whatever we are not able to map, right? So this we will do through technical development. Right? Technical development. What do you mean by technical development? These 10 business processes, okay, whatever we are, our responsibility that is, okay, as a FI or FICO consultant or any other MM consultant or SD consultant, we will understand these requirements, which is we are not able to map through SAP standard. We will understand what exactly the customer requirement, right? And that we will give to technical development in the sense another consulting team, technical team will be involved, that is ABAP team. Okay, we will explain. This is nothing but a programming team, already we discussed, right? ABAP team. So what ABAP, we will explain as a functional consultant, we will explain what is the requirement and why it is not able to map through standard. Okay, and what the expectations of the customer client. So ABAP team will do a technical development. Okay, so which is according to the requirement of 10 business processes. Okay, once it is done, then ABAP team will inform to functional consultant. Functional consultant, okay, will do the testing in the development server, and after that, that will be shown to end user, and they will do the testing in quality. If everything is fine, then that will be the objects will be moved to live environment. So here, what are the things involved here? Configuration, which we can map, configuration, okay, configuration or customization, and technical development. Technical development. Okay, so here configuration, how many business processes we can directly do here as per the example? 90.
90%.
90 business processes. And how many we need to do technical development?
10.
10 business process. Clear? So same thing I have explained here. 90 different business processes are found in implementation partner. Out of 90, okay, I've taken another example. SAP is able to, means TCS here, whatever TCS or IBM is able to map 79 standard business process directly we can map. Clear? So same thing, configuration and customization. Okay. After configuration, customization, technical development, the software, okay, the software of Infosys team or TCS team will do different testings, right? Like unit testing, integration testing, user acceptance testing. So we will see in our project sessions, whatever different testings will perform. So as a software company, as I said yesterday, in development quality client, in development server, there is a client called development quality client. In that, we will do all sort of testings. Once the testings are finished, once the testings are successful, then the training will be given. Again, that the object will be moved to quality, right? So in quality kind, Ready Labs end users will also do the testing, right? If everything is fine, then will give the training to end user. We'll give the training to end user. Once the trainings are done and everything is completed, then the product will be the final finished product will be given to customer, and that will be the object will be moved to production server. Production server, right? Yesterday we have seen the landscape. So the same movement will happen. So any software, it is not only SAP, clear? It is not only in SAP, any software development, the same steps will be followed. The same steps will be followed, clear? 1 second, give me a second. Okay, so any questions here? Any questions? And again, I
No,
want
sir.
to reiterate, the initial phase, I will ask any questions, like, but after, like, when we start with the practical part, definitely first 10 minutes and last 10 minutes will be reserved for your queries. And in between, if you have any queries, please do not disturb the session. So at the end or initial, you can ask the questions. Whatever questions in between you have, please park it and raise the concern at the end of the session or initial, very next time. Okay. So this is, so let me explain in a different way, So here, no questions, right, for everyone? Yeah,
Yes, sir. I don't have a question.
yeah, please go. Thank you. And here I'm taking one more organization, end user. So after this particular, as I said that after completion of this particular course or in between this particular course, where you want to see yourself, where you want to see, you want to work in Ready Labs, right? Or what kind of organization you want to work? Implementation partner level or a development partner level? Yeah. Where we want to see? Yeah, I'm asking question. What is the purpose of this particular course?
Implementation partner, sir.
Not
Be-
required. If you
Okay.
want to work at a implementation partner, then this particular course is not required. You need
Mm,
not to spend this much time, this much amount, right, to work because it's an end user company where after development everything they will use the end product.
mm,
End product hardly 5 to 6 transaction codes or 10 transaction codes. It's not required any SAP prior knowledge for them.
mm.
That is implementation partner is nothing but where product is going to use the final product,
Okay.
right? If to crack interviews at this particular implementation partner, okay, end user level, then SAP knowledge is not required. Every day use 10 to 15 transaction or that is a maximum, and every day you will repeat the same work every day.
Mm,
So our motive is not here. This is not our motive. This is not our motive. Clear? After completion of course, we need to work, we need to track here or or even Ready Labs also, sorry, SAP AG is also having their own IT. Means why people want to go for SAP AG in the sense, see, whatever software companies are that same implementation will be performed by SAP AG also. But what is the problem here in the sense, SAP AG will charge high amounts to implement project. Whatever TCS or Wipro or Accenture is implementing, the same project, they will SAP AG will charge more amount. So majority end user customers, 90% end user, so will go for development partners, different development partners. So again, I'm reiterating, after completion of this course, we want to see ourselves either here or here, not here. Clear? Implement to do the implement to work in implementation partner, we don't require any SAP prior knowledge. Because and if you are working for an end user, for example, I'm working for a company called a reputed company called a Genpact. So I have joined as an accounts payable specialist. So here they are, the client is using, for example, I'll take one client. In Genpact is a third party, this one BPO. So they will take business of, for example, CLBCU client. Okay, they will do their business process. They will do here. So what they will do, they will you are selected as an what you call end user, and you will do the data entry for that part. And here you are doing data entry in SAP. And after 3 years or 4 years, you are shifting to another company, right? And you have got selected in Cognizant, right? And Cognizant also you are working as an accounts payable specialist or assistant manager, right? Designation got changed, but over there their client is using Oracle. Their client is using Oracle. So at least you need not you don't require any Oracle knowledge, but you can start working in data entry work in Oracle. Clear? So here is the implementation partner. You are not restricted to one application or one software, because hardly, as I said, that it would be a monotonous everyday repetitive work, right? But here it is not like that. You have to work SAP in the sense throughout life in the sense, as long as we want to work, we will work with whatever companies we will change, we will change in SAP level only, right? Remember that either we need to work in this particular organization or here, not here. Clear? To work here, we don't require any sort of SAP knowledge or any other application knowledge. Yeah, is this clear? Okay. So here I'm coming here. So one more company I'm taking here, BHL. So BHL is an electronics company. So here again, BHEL was using any other software earlier. Okay, any other software. And now they have decided, they want to purchase SAP software. Okay, SAP software. So what SAP, as I said, that they will purchase this from SAP AG and they will provide a raw software. A raw software. So again, BHEL is not a software company. They are into electronics business. Okay, they cannot be used directly this software for their business. They cannot use. So why it is not possible? Why can't they directly use this business in the sense? Okay, why it is not possible? Okay, BHEL structure. Okay, BHEL structure, organization structure, if you take, and BHEL business process. Okay, and required different controls, not readily available in SAP. Not readily, it will be provided global software. Okay, whenever they purchase the raw material, raw software, it will be provided a global requirement, which is okay. If I want to use only for BHEL, in the sense, it is not possible directly use. If I want to use BHEL structure, BHEL business process, BHEL controls, it may not available readily. So that is the reason they can't. And BHEL want, why they want, BHEL want to use SAP. So what it need to be done? If they want to use SAP directly, then what they need to do? Okay, so first they need to purchase the product along with the licenses. SAP product, they will get the licenses. Next one, BHEL organization structure. Every business, every company will have their own organization structure. Will have their own organization structure. Okay, like what do you mean organization structure? Company code. We will discuss in our next sessions. Plans, business units. Okay, that should be configure. Okay, that should be need to be set to in SAP. In SAP, which BHEL can't do directly. Next one, BHEL business process to be mapped. BHEL, for example, SAP is providing 1,000 business processes. So those complete businesses processes are not required to BHEL. BHEL having only 80 or 90 business processes or 100, right? Another 900 is not required, right? So those whatever BHEL business processes are there, out of 1,000, what are required for BHEL, that need to be mapped. Clear? Next one, BHEL business process controls, right? Process controls like payment process, right? So what are the levels they need to do in different organizations? Okay, the business process controls will be different. Each company will not have same business processes. Each business process will be different from each and every company. They will have their own unique business process controls. So that need to be understand and that need to be mapped to SAP. Same thing, BHEL approvals and authorizations. Okay, so for example, if I want to give authorization to give access to you, for example, so that would be different. In some company, technical team will give, some company manager will give, some companies HR will give, right? So same thing, approvals, different approvals. For example, your Concur, your day-to-day expenses, right? Your problem, who has to approval? Right, your manager or a senior manager or a center head, who has. So different companies have a different approval levels, right? So that has to be mapped. Clear? If I said just now I take Ready Labs. Ready Labs approval and authorizations will be different when compared to BHEL. Clear? So over there, Ready Labs we need to map, and as well as per the business requirement, and BHEL approvals we need to map to standard SAP. Right? And after a configuration and customization or a development, then what it need to be done? Here, complete SAP software is new to end user. BHEL is the end user here, right? So what we need to do, we need to provide a trainings to business users. Okay, we need to provide business. Who are the business users? We'll discuss, right? Next one, once they get the trainings, right? Then what BHEL will do? They will test before releasing, you know that which server they will do the testing? In which server they will do the testing, end user? Development server or a production server?
Quality server.
Quality.
Quality server. Clear? So they will not have access to production server, nothing but, sorry, development server. They will have only access to production server, but production server we can't do any sort of testings because it's a live system. So all the testings and trainings will be provided in quality, right? So next one, after at the time of movement, all historical data. What do you mean historical data? Means already from past 15 years or 20 years, they are using a legacy. Again, there is a two types of software here. In SAP, what we call it as two types of systems. I can say that. Okay. Two types, legacy system software. Another one is SAP system software. As per SAP, what do you mean by this? Two types, legacy system software and SAP system software, right? For SAP, other than SAP system software, all other system softwares are considered as a legacy system softwares, right? For SAP, Oracle is considered as a legacy. JD Edwards, Tally, Focus, or whatever other softwares are there, other systems are there, they are known as a legacy systems. So what is a legacy system? BHEL was using old system, right? That was Tally or Oracle or any other software. Clear? So the 15 years they are using Oracle or Tally or any other software, and majority data will be there in this. Their master data, right? Authorizations data, right? User data. So that need to be bring to SAP system. That need to be bring into SAP system. So all historical data need to bring to SAP. Next one. Not only that, BHL reporting requirements, right? As I said that in last session, SAP will provide 2000 different standard reports, but it is not sufficient for BHL. They want their own reporting requirement. So those reporting requirements also, as a consultant, we need to address. If it is standard, then we can configure and customize with the SAP standard. If it is not mapping, we are not able to map with the standard, then what we need to do? We are not able to map with the standards, then what we have to do?
I think we have to reach out to the technical team,
Technical
person.
development.
Technical team.
Yes, technical development. That is nothing but here. Who is the technical team here?
ABAP.
ABAP.
ABAPers.
ABAP.
Yeah.
Right? So normally the people, a layman, they will call it as an ABAP. No, it's an ABAPer. Okay. So same thing I have mentioned here, the life cycle again. So BHL given the contract to the IT companies, software companies. So major thousands and lakhs of companies are there, small to big, giant companies. Okay, but here BHL decided to give the contract to the project, okay, to the TCS to implement SAP for BHL. What is the project name? Okay, TCS is implementing SAP for BHL. Okay, TCS is a after everything, what TCS will do? TCS will form a project team. They will form a project team for BHL. Means n number of employees will be there in TCS. Okay, out of that, they will form project team. Clear? In project team, what are the things? About to project managers, delivery leads will be there, delivery managers will be there. Okay, who will report? Project managers will report to delivery managers. But here, the most important is project managers. So under project managers, the team would be, there may be one or two project managers for each project, and consultants, nothing but, for example, if we are working under a project, then consultants. So for example, they have decided each module wise, consultants for each module wise, for, as I said, that FI consultant, for example, here 5 consultants. Okay, senior whatever consultants, and CO consultants, 3 consultants, right? MM consultants, 10 MM consultants. I'm just taking a name. Okay, 8 SD consultants, PP consultant, production and planning consultants, 11. Okay, ABAP consultants, 20. Right? Basis consultants, 10. Clear? So again, these are the consultants who will do from initial work onwards. So these people are responsible for FI related configuration, customization, and technical. These consultants are responsible for their CO. Under them, again, there may be a chance of associate consultants who are freshers, who are freshers to this. Clear? So then they will take a help of to do the basic things. They will take a help from associate consultant. We will talk later about what associate consultant and FI consultant will have. So total how many consultants we have? Total how many consultants? So 67 consultants. So in this particular project, from project team, that is nothing but from TCS team, and 2 managers, if I take, or 3 managers, so total 70. Total 70. Okay. So TCS implementing with the different consultants, almost all 70 employees. Clear? This is an example I'm taking. Okay. Consultant will present. Okay. Consultant will present about SAP key features to the BHL employees. Right? What is our responsibility? We need to, because they are very much new to BHL, even though they want to implement, they want to introduce SAP in their organization, but they want, we need to explain as a BHL, we need to explain the key features to the BHL employees. And here BHL also involve employees from BHL. Okay. For example, like 100 employees there, and for example, 1,000 employees are there in BHL, right? And they are involving in this particular project 100 members. 100 members. So whoever involved from end user, okay, in implementation project, okay, I'll just mention here. In implementation project, okay, whoever employs involved in implementation project, same I mentioned, involved from end user side, nothing but what is this? Implementation partner. Implementation partner side, they are known as CTMs, or you can call it as a core team members, right? CTMs. What they will have their full knowledge, 100% knowledge on their business process. They will have, what do you mean by business process? Sequence of activities, procure to pay, or HR, recruitment to onboarding. Clear? So whatever steps we follow, then that is known as a business process, sequence of activities. Clear? So here CTMs, an interview, they'll try to pull your leg. How much experience you have as a CTM? If you know this, you don't know this technical term called CTM, right? If you want to check whether you have a real-time experience or not, you mentioned it as in 3 years or 4 years experience. So whoever is taking interview, they know that you are mapped you are changed your profile, or you are having a real-time experience. So to pull your leg, they will ask you, so how much years of how much year of CTM experience you have? And you mentioned it as in past 3 years I'm working as a consultant. So instead of asking consultant, they will ask you from past 3 years as a CTM, what are the activities you have done? Then you didn't understood what is a CTM, and you started saying that I have implemented so and so, I have done chart of accounts, I have done all these activities in SAP, then definitely you will be caught there. So, but who is a CTM? They are not from the development partners and not from the software companies. They are nothing but end user side. They are from end user side. So remember that. Okay. End user side. So here they are known as a core team members. Okay, and what they have, core team members will have, CTMs will have, okay, having very good knowledge on their business process and requirements. Okay, so out of 1,000, how they will pick 100 members from CTMs? Whoever having a good experience in this particular accounts payable process or any AR process or OTC or whatever you call. So whoever are good, okay, and experience, those people will involve in the project. And CTMs are representative from BHEL. Okay, these consultants are representative of TCS software company, and CTMs will be representative of end user company, clear, or implementation partner company, right? And they will pick for every department wise. Okay, whoever is having good experience, good knowledge on the departmental activities, then they will pick them and they will appoint it for the project. Okay, and whom they will report? They will reports to business process owner, and again from who will head here, project manager or delivery manager will be involved as an from consulting side, and over there business process owner will be there, BPO. Clear? He will be the responsible to handle this particular project from end user side. Clear? Business process owner is the head of department, right? And from end user side, BPO will be the final decision maker for each department. Clear? So this is about your end user level. And what would be the CTM role here? We will see. Okay, CTM, what they will do? CTM, each department wise, each business process wise, they will prepare the activity. Okay, they will prepare the document from first step to last step, from first process where it is starting and where it is ending. The complete sequence of activities they will prepare. So when they were using Oracle, or when they were using Tally, when they were using JD Edwards or any other software, what activities they used to do and what how system will perform, invoice processing, right? And how invoices used to come, right? Next one, how after punching of invoices, how it will be picked in payment and how it will be done payments to vendors or whatever it is. So that complete document will be prepared. Okay, and that document we will call it as a as is process or a as is document. Okay, documents will be there. First document, as is document. One second. As is document. Who will prepare this as is document? Who will prepare as is document?
Consultant.
No.
CTMs
Yeah,
will
core
prepare.
engineer.
Because as is, who will doing business process?
CTM.
CTMs, right?
CTMs.
CTMs will prepare this document from end user. Okay, end user side. Okay, same thing I mentioned here. CTM role would be CTMs need to prepare instead of he, I'll mention here as in CTM. CTMs need to prepare as is document or as is process, how they are performing, right? And the same process, same document will hand it over to consultant. They will hand it over to us and they will explain how explained about current business process, current business process, how they are following, and explained about, they are going to explain what are the advantages, in the current process and what are the disadvantages in the current process, current software, clear, in the current system, and what are the reports they are expecting and how why they are not able to get those reports in the current system, clear, and what they are expecting from SAP system, right? What are the what are the advantages with the current system, what are the drawbacks in the current system, and what were the reporting they are expecting and what they are not able, why they are not able to get. So those things will be they will explain, and what are their expectations from SAP if they implement SAP. So what are the expectations they have? Next one, same thing, expectations regarding reports also. They will, expectations consist of all, Clear? So next one, as I said that CTMs will prepare as is document, as is process document, and that will be hand over to consultants, right? So as per department wise, as I said that FI consultant, CO consultant will be involved. So they will provide each and every document. Okay, whatever document as is document will provide it to consultant. Okay, and consultant will try to understand. They will check the as is document, okay, as is process document, and they will check completely thoroughly, and they will make a note of it. They will make a note of it if they have any queries, because 100% as a business process I may not have, even though I'm a FI consultant, so BHL business process is something different, so I may not understand few steps in that as is document. Clear? So if at all any queries which will be noted down, okay, and we will take the clarification from CTMs. We will approach CTM what this is expectation, what they want, and completely we will make a note of it. Clear? So same thing, CTMs present, they will present in overall, they will present as is process document to the consultant. Now the consultant steps will follow. Our steps will be involved after this. After this, what we will do? We need to, after understanding this, we will prepare future process document. Okay, we will call it as an PDD. Okay, future process document. So how that documents will be prepared as is document, how it looks like, and how future process document. So all those stuff I will show you in our project sessions. I'll show you in our project sessions. Clear? So here he, in the sense, consultant will prepare future process document. Okay, so we will explain. So now this is your as is document. After implementation of SAP, okay, your business process will be performed like this, and your reporting structure will be like this, right? And whatever you are expecting, that is available in SAP. So next one, so your first step, need to prepare, as a consultant we need to prepare process design document. Clear? And next one, in SAP, okay, how the process to be followed in SAP, that we will prepare. Next one, identify the gaps, as I said that. So two things here, BHL is having a 90 business processes, and we are able to map directly 78, and 12 we are not able to map with the SAP standard. That is a limitation. Okay, then how we can map it, how we can do that? 12, that 12 we call it as a gaps. Okay, what do you mean by gaps? Which we are not able to map with the SAP standards, with the client requirement, customer requirement. So those we call it as a gaps. And how we will fill that gaps? How we will address that gaps?
We'll work with technical team
By
and
technical team
Technical
about us.
development. We call it as a technical development, right? So same thing I mentioned here. How to address these gaps? Through technical development or work around solutions. So we'll talk how technical, how we need to approach, how we need to present to technical team. That we will see in our project sessions. Next one, reporting requirement. Okay, report requirements, logic to be developed, the reports. Okay, so functional consultant will prepare. So for example, standard reports they don't want. They don't want standard reports SAP. So the format is something different. They want something else is required. Then what we will do? We will prepare. What is the specification? What is the specification? So we will prepare one more document here. Functional consultant need to prepare FSD. We call it as an FSD, functional specification design. Right? If it is not available, the reports, everything we won't go to technical. First we will try. It is possible through functional specification, some around small logics we will apply. If it is not possible, then we will go to technical team. Clear? So this also FSD also I will show you. FSD, how to prepare FSD, right? In our project sessions, right? What was the requirement? What is the requirement of end user? And if it is not available, then first solution, workaround solution, what we need to do as a consultant. And after that, if it is not possible by us, and again, if we prepare some logic, and we will check with the AVAPR. Clear? Is it work or not? Is it possible or not? So that requirement, we call it as a FSD, functional specification document. So I'll show in depth different functional specification document in our project sessions. Okay. And next one, after completion of all these steps, what we will do, whatever process design document we prepared, that will be hand over to CTMs. So we will explain everything and we will hand it over to CTMs. So what CTMs will do, CTMs again, they will read the completely this business process document, and if at all they have some queries, so they will make a note of it and they will get the clarity from consultants. Okay. So once everything is fine, then what is our responsibility? We will present or we will explain how the process document will work to CTMs. Okay. And same thing, what is our primary responsibility? We need to clarify all their queries raised by CTMs, right? After this, CTMs, everything is fine from business users, then they will present to BPO, nothing but business process owner. Okay, so business process owner will have some more knowledge than your CTMs, so they may raise some queries. Okay, so as a consultant, we need to clarify their queries also. Clear? And after that, CTMs and BPO will sign off. Okay, so if everything is fine, then there is a signing process will come. And who will do the signing process? That first signing process will be performed by BPO. Okay, BPO, and after that CTMs. So whatever BPO sign, that is called first signing process, and second signing process will be done by, okay, CTMs, all the CTMs, and third signing process will be done by your project manager from software company side. And if at all any other assistant managers or delivery managers are there, fourth signing process will be performed by them, and the last fifth signing process will be performed by consultants. We will do that as per respective this one. So this entire process, we call it as a signing process. Once they will confirmation, end user will do the confirmation, then the signing process will be adopted. Okay, so nothing but whenever it is done, in the sense, means whatever solutions we have given, they are agreeing it. So we need to work accordingly. Okay. So as a consultant, what is our role here? We need to do the business mapping, customization settings, nothing but equal to configuration, clear, in SAP system, and testing we will do in our development server, right? Testing will be performed in our development server, and our responsibility is training to the business users, right? A consultant will provide training to the CTMs. CTM will give the trainings to the whoever not part of project. So even those people also need to have a knowledge on this. So CTMs will give the trainings to them, all the business users. Clear? And CTMs will do the testings from business, right? If testing is okay, then sign off process. So we need to keep after the signing process, after signing of process, we need to make the production system ready. That is nothing but live system. Nothing but live, when we call the system is ready to use by business, right? We call it as a production system or a live system. So what are the things we will have? Customization kept ready, master data, this will be done in production server, financial data, this all we will discuss in our next session, next thing. Okay, go live. This is called go live. So this is our consultant role here. So in depth we will see in our next sessions, but here the entire project from start, when we start from requirement gathering to move to go live system, okay, then that project we call it as an implementation project. We call it as an implementation project. So from where it will start, whenever they purchases the license, and once they approach, end user approaches the software company. So once they prepare as is process document, so once they hand over to us, right, We will understand that, we will raise a queries, right? And after that, okay, we will prepare our what are the document we'll prepare? To be document.
PBD,
Yeah,
PDD
process
process
design document, or you
design
can write it
document.
as a to be document. Okay. Next one, we will do that. And after that, once all the configuration, customization, developments are done, okay, first as a consultant, we will test it. And if everything is fine, then that the data will be copied to develop a quality server. In the quality server, we will give the trainings to CTMs, right? And after that, CTMs will also do the testings. If everything is fine, everything okay, then they will present the process design document to their business owners, business process owners. Again, they may come up with they will also do some testing. Business process owner will also testing some authorizations, approval part. Once everything is fine, once everything is okay, then they will do the first signing. Okay, business process owner. Once the signing process is nothing but the agreement is done. So agreement, they are entered into the contract. So once this process is completed, then all the testing, then the system will be ready and the data will be copied to production server. Okay, before moving to production server, as a consultant, we will give the trainings to CTMs, and CTMs will be given to, as I said, that 100 out of 1,000, only 100 end users CTMs are involved in this, right? And other business users who are going to use this SAP in future, right? They are not aware of this SAP, right? So what they will do, the CTMs will give trainings to business users, other 900 business users, right? Once everything is done, then the final data will be copied to production server. So they can start they can use their day-to-day activities. So this is about any implementation project steps, right? For any software. So any questions? Again and again, I'm reiterating, implementation project, just have given us only an overview here, but in-depth implementation project, what are the documents, how it looks like, and everything real time, I'm going to show regarding implementation project. Is this clear? Any questions in this particular point? Yes, no?
No, sir.
So after this, as I said that what we call this particular BHL organization, right? So I started working on production, what you call production system. So first 3 months that would be, we will support, okay, hypercare, we call it as an hypercare. Normally any project, okay, after releasing to production server, so that will be in hypercare, means maybe there may be a lot of issues may come because end users will new. So that hypercare, nothing but a support we will give 3 months or 4 months maximum, free of cost, which is will be agreed by your software company and end user company after implementation, right? First 3 months or 4 months it will be there in hypercare, in the sense end user will start working, and if at all any issues comes, then without any charges we will give free of cost resolutions. Clear? Then after that, see here, BHL is a new to the this one organization. So what they will do is, so they are very much new. So if at all any queries comes, so they don't want to involve, they don't want to spend lot of time on resolving that issues. So they will give the project to any software company. That could be your TCS or any other company they will give, implemented by TCS, right? So it doesn't mean that BHL will give support project, okay, customer support project, whatever you call. So that support project may not give to one same company. Sometimes TCS is charging more amount for support, clear, and Wipro is charging less. Then that particular project will be given to Wipro. Or sometimes they will form their own IT team in their organization to do support activities. Clear? So what exactly the support project? Another project after implementation, and majority 90% companies are earning their bread and butter. Okay, SAP side or any other software companies earning their bread and butter from these support projects only. Okay, and we call them as a AMS project. Additionally, the end user need to pay. Okay, this is AMS project. Okay, annual maintenance support project. Okay, in this, what are the things we need to do? Okay, just I'll give overview, that's it, and in depth we will discuss in our project sessions. So to handle day-to-day project issues, right, and to address new business requirements. So already at the time of implementation, okay, whatever old requirements are that we have fulfilled, but after that, after doing some days, 6 months or 1 year, okay, they are coming with new requirements. Okay, then they will raise a concern, they will raise a ticket, and we need to address to their new requirements, new reporting requirements, right? Modifying the existing reports, right? To support the new users. So lot of issues will come. So those things we need to address in our support project. Okay, there are a lot of ticketing through how it will be performed through ticketing tools. So we will see what are the ticketing tools are there and how many different ways we will support in our future support project sessions. Okay, so the above activities will be performed by consultant. So once you selected for any software company, right, any software company, then you may involved in any of the project. That could be a support project, that could be an implementation project. And apart from that, there is a one more project called rollout projects. Now these rollout projects are also many projects are there, right? For example, BHL is a global company. It's not Indian company, for example. It is a global company, and more than 40 subsidiary companies are there all over country, if I take, or across the globe. Okay, over the other countries. So BHEL is having almost all 40 legal entities, nothing but we will discuss what do you mean by legal entity, company code, and all those stuff. Okay, how many legal entities? Nothing but subsidiary companies. BHEL is a parent company. Under that, it is in India, for example, and other 40 legal entities are okay in different countries. For example, let us initially they have implemented SAP in two countries. One is BHL India and BHL Japan, right? So that is nothing but new implementations for two companies or two countries they have done. Okay, next one. Okay, so how many companies still they need to do? 38 company codes, what you call legal entities. So here, what are the lessons they learned, right? What are the advantages and disadvantages, pros and cons of SAP, right? And they will do analysis, how they can overcome the issues whether they faced in first implementation project. Clear? And we will prepare a design template. So again, we need not to go from the scratch. 90% business requirement will be the same across all the BHL subsidiary companies. So what we will do, we will prepare a template, a common template, right? Which can be applied for remaining companies. So you need not to start from scratch. Clear? The activities, company codes, or whatever it is there for whatever, so that would be 90%, 80 to 90% will be the same across the globe, right? So for to address them, we will prepare a template. As a consultant, we will prepare the template, and which can be applied for remaining companies while implementing SAP project for other companies. So rolling out, that's it. Designing a template is nothing but your rollout. So what is our responsibility? What is our role? Okay, so here first we need to understand, the global template solution process. So how I need to understand what is the requirement of other 38 subsidiary companies, global requirement, right? Need to understand local business. So if I want to implement in Germany, right, I have implemented in India, new implementation Japan. Okay, their legal requirements will be something different, local requirement will be something different. So need to understand local business as is process, and we need to discuss with the CTMs wherever they want to implement. Okay, and propose. Okay, to propose that, what we need to do, we need to prepare PDD document. Okay, by considering global template process. Okay, next one, consultant need to convince the both global team and local business team. Okay, there will be a global BHL global team will be there and local teams. Like in Germany, they will have their own local teams. So as a consultant, we need to convince, we need to make a satisfaction their global team and as well as a local business team. Okay, and after that, business mapping for new company codes. Clear? Customization. And that's same thing again. Training will be done, testing will be done, and testings by consultants, testings by business, right? And system will be ready, and same historical data will be moved and go live system. Clear? Any questions? So these projects may not take because everything will be available. We have a template and we will use it and we will implement it. So again, the duration of this particular implementation project again depends upon 1 year to 5 years or 3 years, right? Rollout projects normally 1 to 2 years or less than that also if it is companies are less. Okay, one is implementation project and roll and remaining project session we will see into. Again, I'm saying this the only high level I am giving, but we have a 55 to 75 hours of sessions on projects in depth. Okay, that will be done as I mentioned. 80% or 90% of our FI syllabus is completed at that particular point of time. I'll start with the project sessions. Clear? Any questions? I'll stop here for today. So any project. So again, I'm saying I'll go little slower another 3 days this particular week, and next week onwards, if you understood the SAP concept, structure and everything, then we will start pick up the things little faster. Yeah. Any questions from your end?
So, yeah, sir, I wanted to explain about the rollout project a little more.
I didn't get you.
I'm not clear about this concept, rollout project.
Rollout project is nothing but see whatever in implementation. For example, as I mentioned here in rollout project, okay, rollout project. For example, 40 companies I'm taking. For I am taking BHL example. So BHL is having overall 40 subsidiary companies. Subsidiary companies. So here, we want to use SAP. We want to use SAP in their BHL. So directly we won't implement, they won't ask us to implement in 40 companies, subsidiary companies. So first they want to implement 1 or 2 companies. For example, we have implemented as a whatever software company, we have implemented Indian BHL, BHL India, as per example, class example, and BHL Japan. Okay. And after again, then other 38 subsidiary companies, they are using their old software, right? So BHL India, BHL Japan, we have done the successful implementation. We have done successful implementation. Successful implementation. So once they have done, they will do some, they will spend time, the end user BHL will spend some time doing another 5 months or 6 months. So they have finalized, okay, we can go ahead with the other subsidiary companies also, other 38 subsidiary companies also. Okay. So at that particular point of time, as a software company, we need not to come from scratch. Okay. So whatever implementations we have done to BHL, so we will understand what are the pros and cons, what are the right. So we will get some sort of experience regarding BHL business processes, right? So what we will do, we will prepare a template. So 90%, whatever subset common between all the companies, 38 companies, majority business processes are same like India and Japan. So for that, what we will do, 90% are same. So that we will prepare a global template. Global template means a template, simple. We will do that and we will copy and paste from this Indian company and Japan company. Copy and paste. Clear? So that template, and first who will approve that? There will be a global team from BHL BHL side, they will approve this template. Okay, once global template is ready, then whatever data, whatever master data, whatever it is there, so that we will do copy from this whatever already implementation where we have done the implementation. Clear? So here they are just what they're not doing a new implementation. They're not doing new implementation. They are just rolling. Okay, whatever structures are there in already implemented, they are rolling to new subsidiary companies. That is the reason we call it as a rollout project. Clear? What would be the difference? 10% difference. So as I said that Indian, Japan, so their local requirements will be different. That's it. Local tax things and those things will be different. That's it. Local requirement may be different. Not maybe, will be different. Country requirements. Understood? Local requirements will be different from, right? For example, they want to introduce in BHL Germany, BHL Australia, BHL Netherlands, right? So here they are using GST. Japan is using a different taxes, right? Now, Germany is using a different taxes. Netherlands is using, Australia is using, America is, for example, they want to implement rollout to US. US is going with the federal tax, right? So only those local requirements will be different, 10%. So that 10% again they will do implementation. Remaining 90% or 80%, it will be the same, just we will copy and paste here. Understood?
Yes, sir.
But in depth we will discuss according to documentation and all those stuff in future. In our next, as I mentioned, we have a separate project sessions of 55 to 75 hours. So in that we will discuss about it. Yeah. Any other questions from anyone? Anyone? So the only
Yes.
same thing. Yeah. Is that okay, everyone? So few more projects are there that we will discuss. SDLC we have already discussed. So tomorrow we will discuss along with it simple. Tomorrow a few projects, organization structure, right? How the organization structure will be there in general organization structures, and we will design our own organization structure. How to design our own organization structure, that we will see in tomorrow's session. Yeah. Any other questions? If no, then we will close it.
No, sir.
Yeah. Thank you all. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Hi,
you.
sir.